Hey, where's Emily? I'm not actually sure. Let me call her really quick.
Who is calling me? Hello.
Girl, it's summer. What are you doing in bed?
I'm scrolling. It's called recharging, and plus it's cloudy outside.
Babe, summer doesn't wait on the sun. This is not a bummer summer. Where's your bucket list?
I haven't made one yet, and what am I even supposed to put on it? Touch grass?
Obviously, rock climbing, popsicles, movie nights, spa days, glow-ups, road trips. We're making a summer bucket list that would make Judy Moody proud.
Okay, but that sounds like a lot of effort.
It's not effort, it's vibes. You need the official not bummer summer bucket list.
Okay, fine, but only if I can still wear my hoodie sometimes.
Deal, but only at night.
All right.
Let's make this the best summer ever.
Hello my angels, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. The other day I was laying in my bed and I was watching Judy Moody the movie, and I was like, how fun would it be at my ripe age of 22 to make a bucket list like Judy Moody and actually live out the best summer ever. I've always loved making myself summer bucket list, but today I wanted to share mine with y'all and give y'all some ideas, kind of like my hobbies videos that I've put out there, except instead of hobbies, it's activities. Kind of look at this video as a things to do during the summer kind of video. But last night I sat down and made my own mega rare not bummer summer 2025 bucket list, and I think it's so cute. I even laminated it. But we're gonna go down this list one by one, and I'm gonna give y'all all of my summer activity ideas. Starting with number one, watching sunsets. Honestly, this is one of my favorite things to do during the summer, just because summer sunsets hit so much different than like winter or fall sunsets in my opinion, especially if you are near water as well, a beach, a lake, a pond, and the sunset reflects on the water. OMG, it's the best thing ever. And honestly, this is one of the easiest activities you could do because all you have to do is step outside, and this one is great with friends or family as well. You can take pictures for Instagram or videos for TikTok, or just pictures for yourself or videos for yourself. I don't know, I just love a good sunset. Next one is going on a hike. Yes, summer hikes might honestly be a little bit brutal, especially if you're in the hotter states like me, such as Texas, but as long as you bring enough water and snacks, I think you'll be okay. Hiking is on my vision board for 2025, and I have yet to go hiking, so this is definitely something that I'm gonna be doing this summer. It doesn't even have to be a crazy hike, like it doesn't have to be on mountains or for miles and miles. Just go on a little, like maybe 2-mile hike and have fun. This next one is a rooftop movie. My boyfriend and I actually did this back in February, and it was such a fun experience, except at the time it was 20 degrees outside, so I definitely want to go back this summer when it's a little cooler out at night and watch a great movie. They do movie replays, so when I went, they were playing La La Land, which is my boyfriend's favorite movie, and it was just so much fun. They have the best food. At the time they had hot chocolate and apple cider, so I'm wondering if over the summer they do something different, but you can get popcorn, and if you are over the age of 21, they also have alcoholic beverages, so it is honestly just a very fun experience, and I recommend this to literally everyone because it is so fun. Next one is going to a carnival or a fair. My hometown actually just had a fair, and I didn't get to go because I've been so extremely busy, but I'm hoping that they're gonna redo it later on this summer, or maybe another town around me will have another carnival. I've only actually been to a carnival a few times, but I think they are so much fun, and even if you're not playing to win anything, I think it's just fun to go around and play all the games, ride the rides, walk around, get some snacks, cotton candy, some drinks, and just talk with friends. And again, another great photo opportunity. Oh, please be another carnival near me. I am wanting to go so bad. The next one is to go camping. I've only been camping a few times in my life, and I was young when I did go camping, so I definitely want to go again very soon. My boyfriend has been obsessed with the idea of just going to state parks, national parks, and just camping and being very outdoorsy, so I'm hoping we can do that this summer. But I know around me there's like a few campsites that are right on the lake, so that just makes it really fun because you can get up and just go straight to the lake in the morning, like literally get up, throw your bathing suit on, run out to the lake immediately. That's what I did as a kid, and it was the best thing ever. But camping would definitely be a very fun one to do with friends, and just bring a bunch of board games and play music and just make some memories together. The next one is laser tag. I have never done laser tag, but I have heard amazing things. I honestly feel like I would actually be so terrible at it, but it's one of those things that you go in knowing you probably won't be the best at this, but you're gonna have fun anyway. I also feel like laser tag is one of the easier ones to do as well, because all you have to do is find an arcade, Beyblade and go play some laser tag. I know for a fact some of my friends would have so much fun doing laser tag, so I'm definitely gonna ask them if they want to do that very soon. The next one is paddleboarding. You guys, I got a paddleboard last year. Actually, I bought it during Black Friday, I believe, on Amazon because it was a lot cheaper, but I've only been once since I bought it because I don't want to go alone, and only one of my other friends has a paddleboard, and her name's Addison. We went out on the lake this past summer and it was such a fun experience, honestly. Like, paddleboards are big enough for you to just sit there if you want to, or lay there if you want to. And then she also had this little like water frisbee thing that we played with back and forth as well. Although paddleboarding does cost money, I promise you it is worth the investment because you will have the time of your life and you'll want to keep going over and over again. Next one is having a bonfire. I usually every year on my birthday have a bonfire, even though my birthday's in October. We love it every single time, and I just think bonfires during the summer definitely hit different because you can roast marshmallows, play your music, tell spooky stories by the fire. This one could also go with camping as well. But seriously, there is nothing like sitting in a circle around a bonfire with your best friends and your family and just talking about life, drinking some drinks, and eating some snacks. Bonfires just scream summer to me. The next one is to make charm bracelets. I have seen these all over TikTok. People even sell charm bracelet kits so that way you can make them yourself, but you could also go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby and just buy all of the stuff yourself. I know for a fact that Michael's has tons of different charms for you to choose from. I'm not sure about Hobby Lobby. The charms are adorable and you can pick whatever speaks to you most and just go from there and create charm bracelets. This is also something you could do by yourself. You don't necessarily have to have somebody with you in order for this to be an enjoyable experience. Also, I feel like buying charm bracelets, like just a charm bracelet these days, is so expensive, so I'm wondering if this would actually be cheaper to just DIY it, but this one is high on my bucket list for a reason. The next one is night drives. I used to enjoy night drives so much as a high schooler, I think just because I was always so overstimulated and so stressed out that when I got home, I just wanted to be in my car, listen to my music, and just be by myself. So I would always go on night drives and just listen to music. I know this is kind of difficult while gas prices are so freaking high. Even if it's just like around the block a few times, it still is a great de-stressor for me, honestly. And I used to even do this with my friends. We would go to Whataburger, which if you don't live in Texas, it's just a fast food restaurant that's open 24/7. And we would grab a snack and just drive around listening to music. I always enjoyed it, and I definitely need to do this more often because recently for me, I've just been like, okay, well, I'm home. It's 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, whatever time. I'm not leaving the house. I feel like I've just like become too much of an adult recently, and I need to back it up a little bit and do things that were fun when I was a teenager. This next one is stargazing. I actually just mentioned this one in my last hobbies video that I just posted recently. And I actually, now that I think about it, literally did this last summer with my friends. We went to the lake, sat on the little like boat dock, and watched the stars. It was so beautiful, but you don't even need water for it to be beautiful. You can lay a blanket out on your lawn and just stargaze. I don't know anything about constellations, so I don't even know what to look for in the sky, but I just find everything so beautiful. And also, when my boyfriend had his ring dunk for his college ring, him, me, and two of my friends were all just like looking up at the sky at the same time and literally saw a shooting star all together. All four of us witnessed it. The most beautiful thing you will ever see in your entire life. So if you do happen to be lucky enough to see a shooting star, I promise it'll be the best experience of your life. Next is road tripping. I used to love road tripping, and when my anxiety got really bad, I hated being in the car, but I'm getting better at it again. And actually, my two best friends are getting married this summer to each other. And we actually get to road trip to Oklahoma, and I am so excited. It's about a 4.5-hour drive. Really gonna be channeling my road trip Emily self because I'm trying to enjoy this road trip and not make anxiety or make a fuss over it. But literally, road tripping could be to anywhere. It could be an hour away, 2 hours away, 6 hours away, 8 hours away. For me, if I road trip 8 hours, I will still be in Texas. So that's that. But just road tripping with friends is so much fun, honestly, and again, just calls for great memories to be made. The next one is going to concerts. I know that it's currently festival season, and I'm not a festival junkie myself. I don't actually enjoy being in huge crowds with loads of people, going to the bathroom in a porta potty. Just because that's not my jam doesn't mean that's not your jam. But also, a lot of artists are just having concerts this summer, not even at festivals. So I'm gonna look around and see if there's any any concerts near me. I know that James Arthur is coming near me super soon, and I wanted to buy tickets for that. I think they're only like $40 each, so maybe I'll go to that. Summer is honestly just meant for music, swimming, friends, family, great food, lots of memories and fun times, and I think concerts are perfect. The next one is thrifting. Okay, don't get me wrong, thrifting is a fun idea to me. However, I don't have any great thrifting places near me, so I'm really gonna have to do a deep dive on Google Maps to find any good thrifting spots near me. But I've been wanting to do like thrifting and reselling on like Depop or something, but I don't even know what to look for, honestly. So maybe I need to watch some videos on that. But my boyfriend loves thrifting. He loves a good Goodwill run or Uptown Cheapskate run, so I can definitely drag him into thrifting with me if I need to. But also, you can find some great stuff. My boyfriend has found amazing things. I personally have trouble finding great things in my size. When you do find something great, it's honestly the best feeling. Next is pottery painting. I actually did this not long ago with my friend Addison, and I've been wanting to go back ever since. It's become very popular on the internet recently. There's a place literally in my hometown where you can go do pottery painting, so I don't even have to drive far at all. And I just love that this is something very creative, and you can put literally anything on this pottery. And it's not even just like cups or plates. They also have like little things like this. This is what I painted last time. It's a little gnome. I'm obsessed with him. He sits on top of my books. I think next time I go, I want to do a plate. Next is getting a sun tattoo. All this is getting a sticker, putting it on your skin, literally wherever, and then going out and tanning. And then when you're done tanning, you take the sticker off, and obviously it's gonna be pale where the sticker is, so it's a sun tattoo. I used to do this all the time as a kid, and then recently my little sister brought it up and just like took me back to the past when I used to do this all the time. Honestly, it's really, really cute, and you can of course get any sticker that you want and use that. I personally have like butterflies, hearts, a crown, I think. Now I want to do that this weekend, like immediately, because it honestly just brings me back to my childhood. The next one is going to an arcade. My boyfriend and I actually did this last summer, and it is kind of expensive, I'm not gonna lie, but we had the best time while we were there. We did like a photo booth picture and played our little hearts out, and we also went bowling at the same time. We got a little mixed drink. It was so much fun. We weren't very great at the game, so we didn't get many tickets to buy anything fantastic, but at the end of the night, it was an unforgettable experience in my opinion, and I'm definitely gonna make him take me back this summer because I really want to go. This next one I absolutely will be doing, and that's baking new recipes. Since I am gluten intolerant, it does make it a little bit more difficult to do baking, but I've been seeing all over Pinterest like matcha cookies, matcha cupcakes, and I really want to bake something with matcha. So I'm gonna hold myself to that, and I will be baking something with matcha this summer. Hold me to it, okay? If you want to see that, I will be posting it on Instagram when I do it, so follow me if you want to see that and keep me accountable for it. But yeah, so baking new recipes, I absolutely am doing. I'm gonna be scrolling Pinterest, maybe even creating a new Pinterest board that says summer baking, and go from there. Next is having a spa day. Sometimes I feel like summer can get very, very chaotic with everyone being out of school and not many people are working daily, and everyone's just trying to have so many experiences and do so many things. So I feel like summer can kind of move pretty quickly, so I think it's very important to take care of yourself and take care of your body, and know that it is okay to tell people no if you do not want to hang out or if you don't want to do something that they're doing, and just take a day for yourself. I love a good spa day. I love doing face masks and eating snacks and watching movies or watching Netflix and taking a nice warm bath with bubbles. I need to do this very soon. I honestly haven't had a spa day in a very, very long time. I feel like I've been so busy with lots of content, which I love so much. I've prayed to be able to make content full time, so I'm very grateful, but it does get very crazy sometimes, and I just haven't had time to breathe and take a step back, so I need to have a spa day very soon. Next one is mini golf. Listen, some of these you can put together. Arcade, laser tag, mini golf. You can do all of these at the same place. When my boyfriend and I went to the arcade last summer, we also did putt-putt mini golf, and it is honestly really hard. Like, for what? But also, we did go to, what's the place called? There's like a putt-putt place in College Station, and we went to that as well, which was a little bit better than the arcade. So if you do have like a specific putt-putt place, I would recommend going to do that over an arcade, just because the arcade putt-putt is usually a lot smaller. So if you are wanting to like only do putt-putt as the only activity, I would recommend finding a mini golf place, just because that will take up a lot more time. I think we were there for like an hour and a half, but mini golf is so fun. If you're a competitive person, it can get even more fun. Like, my boyfriend is very competitive, but I think he knew that I just was not gonna be good at mini golf, which I wasn't, but I still had fun nevertheless, because I knew going into it I wasn't gonna be good at it. Next one is having a photo shoot. I think this one is pretty obvious, and I think that a lot of people love taking photos over the summer, just because, again, everyone is always doing something over the summer. These don't even have to be like professional photos. Just grab like yourself and a friend and go somewhere really cute and just take a bunch of pictures together. I've done this before and they came out actually so good. I think people underestimate their phone camera. Like, I'm recording on my phone right now. I record all of my YouTube videos on my phone. I have an iPhone 16 Pro Max. It takes great photos, takes great videos, so do not underestimate the power of your phone camera, okay? Go out, take some cute photos and post them online, or don't if you don't want to. Keep them in a scrapbook or like a photo book. I feel like having a photo shoot with your friends is just a great bonding experience, because you can be silly and sometimes the pictures don't turn out great at all, or your pose is just kind of funny, and I just love a good photo shoot, honestly. Next one is going on a late night swim. I actually haven't been night swimming in a very long time. Once we moved, we didn't have a pool anymore, and we still don't have a pool, so I have to be somewhere else other than my house in order to night swim. But if you do have a pool at home, what I used to do was get glow sticks and throw them into the pool so the pool like lights up, and it honestly just looks really, really cool. And just blasting music, making the neighbors angry. Just kidding, don't do that. Swimming around at night, or even skinny dipping. Did I put skinny dipping on here? I didn't, but include skinny dipping in this if you're comfortable with that and you feel safe around the people that you're with. I've honestly never been skinny dipping ever, so I think that would be very fun though, honestly. But yeah, night swimming feels very euphoric to me. It's a whole other experience than day swimming. The next one is going to a trampoline park. Guys, it's been years, over 10 years since I've been to a trampoline park, so I definitely need to go back. And I feel like growing up, being 22, sometimes I can take things too seriously, but again, I just need to take a step back and be like, girl, you are still very young. Go to the trampoline park, go do some flips and have some fun, you know what I mean? So this is your reminder. If you are over the age of 20, go have fun, go do whatever you want to do, go to the arcade, go bounce on some bounce houses, go to the trampoline park. Trust me, you are not too old for these things. But yeah, trampoline park, take your friends, go bounce around for a few hours and be crazy. The next one is volunteering. Y'all, you know how long it's been since I've volunteered? I used to volunteer at my church, and then I actually started working there, so it wasn't technically volunteering anymore, but I know that a lot of churches do like volunteer work. Maybe a public library near you might have some volunteer activities. You know what? I kind of wrote this one down like for fun, but now that I'm thinking about it, I think that would be something great to do just as a human, you know what I mean? And like, if I just have nothing going on one day, I can just go. And also you can meet new people out of volunteering as well and just make new friends. You know what? I really want to do that actually. I don't know where I would volunteer though, so I'm gonna have to do some research on that one, but volunteering is something that I think our generation has been lacking a little bit. Next one is tanning. So again, kind of goes with the sun tattoo, but honestly, tanning can be more of an activity than you think it could be. Normally when I tan, I just go out there, grab my book and my phone and play some music, or I will read instead of listening to music, but I usually just lay there. Honestly, it can get kind of boring, but if you turn it into an actual activity, like setting an alarm for, oh, I'm gonna tan for 15 minutes on my front and then 15 minutes on my back, and then I'm gonna go jump in the pool, swim around for a little bit, grab a snack, get back out there, tan my front for another 15, my back for another 15, and like repeat. It gets really fun, honestly, especially if you're doing it with a friend and y'all could have like watermelon, popsicles, ice cream, all the yummy summer stuff, and turn it into a whole activity rather than just like, I'm going to tan because I want to be tan this summer and that's it. I'm not doing anything else. Have some leniency. The next one is going on a shopping spree. I literally just talked about in my last video how I need to stop spending so much money. And I actually did very good this month, okay? Pat on my back, because I didn't spend as much money as I have been, or like impulsively spending. I've bought things that I need, but I haven't been impulse spending at all. So I'm very proud of myself. But if one day you just want to go to the mall, give yourself a budget, like a $100 budget or a $50 budget, that's it, and go in and say, okay, I'm giving myself a budget, let's go shopping. It can be very exhilarating when you give yourself a budget and you just go and give yourself a free-for-all. I need to do this, actually. I'm gonna drag my boyfriend to the mall because I'm gonna give myself a budget and I'm gonna go freaking shopping, okay? Or again, the shopping spree could go with thrifting as well if you want to turn the shopping spree into only going to thrift spots and again giving yourself a budget of what you're allowed to spend. I think that would be really fun. The next one is karaoke, you guys. I love a good karaoke session. Not many people know this about me, but I love singing. I was in choir from like 4th grade to freshman year, and then I ended up quitting choir for dance because I couldn't do both. But I have been a singer all my life, so karaoke is always so fun to me, whether I try or not. And honestly, karaoke is more fun when you can't sing or you're bad at singing. And this is something you can do at home for free. Just look up the song on YouTube, karaoke version, and there you go. And honestly, if you're having like a party, this just adds to it because it gets everyone very comfortable with each other and y'all can laugh at each other, sing along, make fun of each other a little bit. It's really fun. The next one is brunch. I've never actually been to brunch ever in my life, but I am doing this summer because I'm going on a batch and bachelorette trip. The girls are wanting to go to brunch without the guys one morning, so I'm really excited to go to a brunch finally. Oh my god, what would I even get? Being gluten intolerant like kind of sucks with going out to eat. We'll see what I end up getting. The next one is dancing in the rain. Honestly, dancing in the rain is so romantic and you can romanticize the ever-loving crap out of this, which I love so much. I want to dance in the rain so bad. If I'm being honest, it was pouring rain yesterday and I thought about it. I was like, should I go dance in the rain? And then I was like, but it's probably gonna be cold. I guess that's the great thing about like rain during the summer is that it's not really cold. It's not cold rain, it's warm rain, so then you won't get sick. Anyways, dancing in the rain is very high on my summer bucket list. The next one is going to a farmer's market. I just went recently, but every weekend they have different vendors and different people, so I feel like going back isn't a bad thing at all because you get to see different things, try different foods, try different drinks, and also where they have the farmer's markets in my town, they also have a bunch of different shopping stores around as well, so you could turn this into a whole day thing, just going to the farmer's market in the morning or going to brunch, going to the farmer's market and then shopping around, or going to the farmer's market, going to brunch and then shopping around, whichever way you want to do it. Honestly, love the farmer's market. This next one's a little nerdy of me, but that is to read 5 new books. I was gonna put 10, but your girl is not reading 10 books this summer. That I don't think that's possible for me, honestly. If you aren't a reader, you could definitely turn this one into watching 5 new movies or finishing 5 new series, which would probably take up your entire summer, but I honestly love reading, especially by the pool while I'm tanning or in bed at night all cozy. So again, a little nerdy of me, but reading 5 new books. The next one is going boating. I haven't been boating in a very long time because my family actually sold our boat, so we no longer have a boat, and I would need to find a friend with a boat in order to do this, but boating is so much fun because you're just out on the lake all day with your family or your friends, and y'all get to bring sandwiches in the cooler and drinks in the cooler, and you get to lay on the boat and tan, or you get to go tubing as well. I need to find a friend with a boat because I want to go boating. Oh my god, I have a friend with a boat. My best friend literally has a boat. She called me the other morning and I was asleep, so I didn't answer, but she was literally at the lake. The next one is make a bouquet, you guys. I need to go to Trader Joe's and I need to make a bouquet because I always have flowers in my room, but recently they just died and I haven't been back to the store to get new ones. So I need to go and grab some things to make a bouquet. I might not even be good at it at all. I usually just buy whatever I think looks great, but I think you could get very creative with this and it could become a little bit pricey, but it's really cute and really pretty, honestly, making bouquets. I see people doing it on TikTok all the time and I just sit there and think, I wish I had the talent to do that. The next one is going to an escape room. I've been to one escape room in my entire life and I think I was in like 8th grade, so I was very young. I want to do this with my 2 best friends and my boyfriend because we would have so much fun. We may not be the brightest people in the world, but honestly, escape rooms are the funniest experience because everyone's just running around like crazy people and you don't even really know what you're doing at all, and you're just like ripping things apart thinking, where's the clue that I need to get out of this freaking room? I need to go ASAP because I need something to like work my brain a little bit it, but I don't like the scary escape rooms. I'm somebody that does not like haunted houses or when people pop out at me. So if someone does, they'll probably get a knuckle sandwich right to the face because I just can't. I cannot do scary things. So I need to find an escape room where no one's gonna pop out at me and no one's gonna scare me because I just want to have a fun time and I don't want to be scared. The next one is going on a bike ride. I was just looking the other day at bikes on the Walmart website because I want a bike so bad. I would rather bike than walk or run just because one, it's faster, two, it does really work the legs, and three, a better experience for me, honestly. And I could take my bike to like the city and ride around. There's a place near me where it's like just outside of the city, but it's like a big lake, not really a lake, but a lake. There's like a sidewalk around it and there's constantly people walking, biking, running, and I just want to go biking so bad. I need to buy a bike immediately. The next one is zip lining. I feel like a lot of people do this on vacation, especially if they're going somewhere tropical like the Bahamas or Costa Rica, you know, somewhere like that. But I'm wondering if there's anywhere locally near me that does zip lining. I know there's a place near me, but it's like an indoor zip lining and I think it's brand new. It looks so much fun. Maybe that's where I could go instead of like outdoor zip lining. I think that would be a great option. I think it also doubles as a trampoline park. I would have to look again, but zip lining needs to get done this summer. Next is visiting a museum. I actually just saw on Instagram and sent to my friends that there's a museum like an hour away from us that does adult nights. So it's only adults there and they obviously sell adult beverages, which I'm not super into. And you just get to walk around the museum and there's no kids, no children at all to bother you or scream or do whatever kids do at museums. It's like a dinosaur museum, I think, which makes it even better. I've always found museums very fascinating. Do I say museum? Weird. Museum or museum? It's spelled museum. Whatever. Anyways, I've always found them very fascinating. I'm very nerdy when it comes to stuff like that. Take me to a museum and I am the happiest girl on the planet. The next one is yoga. Very simple. Simple as that. Doing yoga. I actually just brought up the idea to my friend who's getting married for all of the girls to wake up one morning and do yoga on the lake together. I think that would be so cute because for the Bachelor and Bachelorette trip, we are all renting an Airbnb on the lake, and so we're just thinking of things that the girls could just do together and exclude the guys. And I was like, yoga on the lake would be so much fun. So I'm hoping we can do that. But also yoga is something you can do every day and don't even have to pay for. You can search on YouTube a yoga routine and find one and do it every morning or every night or just here and there. It's a great relaxer, great calmer, honestly. The next one is watching fireworks. The 4th of July is during the summer. If you are American, I know that I do have non-American subscribers, so I don't know when y'all have fireworks, but the 4th of July is the best time to watch fireworks for us in the US. And now that we live out in the middle of nowhere, it's a lot easier to do this as well. But at my old house, there was a ballpark like literally down the street that holds a fireworks show every year on the 4th of July, and so we could see that from our house and that's what we would watch. But the past few years while we've lived here, we've just bought our own fireworks and kind of gone crazy with them, and it's really fun. I actually used to not like fireworks. They would scare me and sometimes they still do scare me, but watching fireworks during the summer is a given. Like, I feel like it's not summer if you don't do that. The next one is going bowling, again along with the arcade, laser tag, and putt-putt. Add bowling onto that. When we went to the arcade, we also went bowling, like I mentioned. Bowling is something that I think our generation should like really get into because older generations, I feel like, had bowling as a hobby or an activity that they did all the time. Maybe I could be completely wrong, but bowling is so entertaining because let's be honest, nobody's great at it. You might be good, but nobody's great at it. It's one of those activities that you can just laugh at each other and make fun of each other. If I'm honest, I love nothing more than making fun of my friends. I'm kidding. If you haven't been bowling in a while, highly recommend it. Oh, I did put skinny dipping on here. The next one was skinny dipping. We will just ignore that and keep that with late night swimming. But yeah, skinny dipping. Moving on. The next one is planting flowers. I actually just planted lavender seeds a few weeks ago because apparently they keep away mosquitoes, and the mosquitoes are so bad here in the South because it is humid and muggy, so the mosquitoes get pretty bad. So I'm hoping that my lavender will keep them away once it sprouts. It's starting to sprout a little bit, but once it actually grows. But also, if you just have like a front garden in the front of your house. Personally, my mom and grandma take care of all of the gardening around the house, so I usually don't do any planting of flowers, but I have been just taking care of like my indoor plants, and I planted that lavender like I said, but maybe I will plant some more flowers somewhere else. The next one is doing go-karts. Again, kind of goes with the arcade. I know that the arcade near me also has go-karts. I am going to beg my boyfriend to take me because I haven't been go-karting in forever. I've been one time, and honestly I was so scared to like run into anything or even go super fast, so I lost the race. But I need to go and I need to win. I need some redemption. And the last but not least is chalk art. I actually did this literally last week, but there's nothing like going outside on a warm summer's day, sitting down, getting all of your chalk and doodling literally whatever you want because it washes away. I always look up like pictures on Pinterest of other people's chalk art and go from there. Literally, the world is your oyster when it comes to chalk art. As long as you have concrete, you're all good. But I was even like, because in my neighborhood we don't have sidewalks, it's literally just road, but I was like, maybe we could make an obstacle course on the road for people who go walking or running for them to do. But that's another thing I love seeing on like TikTok or Reels of people that will do the obstacle course and they catch on their like home camera people actually doing it. It's so cute and makes me think, oh my god, humans are the cutest thing ever. But yeah, that is it. That is all of the summer things on my bucket list. Please comment below some of the things that you're putting on your bucket list, just so that way everyone can grab some ideas from each other. But again, we are having a mega rare, not bummer summer this summer. Just like Judy Moody said, no boring summers, only fun summers. But if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing so that way we can hang out more this summer and you can stick around to see what I'm gonna be up to this summer. But I'm gonna love ya and leave ya. Bye.